Let's do this. The University I keep a lights, Wisneys, the indigenous, Afro Nubian. And today I'm going to do a live stream about Dvon Dudley dealt with Jim Ross racism. Jim Ross is one of the good old boys. Michael Hayes, Triple H, Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan. Johnny Ace. Oh, there's more. Oh yeah, there are more top officials that was racist. Devon Dudley is not the only fake though. It's me and his kind as well. But I'm gonna show you the article about 10:30 because I'm gonna play music. That's what I'm gonna do. And Devon marry a Caucasian woman. What happened to the Nubian queens, man? Diva ain't the only one. R Truth, Jonathan Coastman. Can I say more? I wish I could say more. Oh yeah, and Maven too. Oh yeah. Maven got a snow buddy just like Devon, Jonathan Coastman, R Truth, uh, JTG. Come on. Um, Moose, Marseille Rocket, uh, Strange Saint Strickland, um, MVP, Bobby Lashley, Leo Rush. I hope it's not Javon Evans. I hope it's not Leon Slater. Because there are NBA and NFL players that's with snow bunnies as well. Because I know who can I pick? That's the prime example. Michael Jordan, Grant Hill. The NFL, Chad Johnson and Terrell Owens. That's two prime examples, both NBA and NFL. Baseball, the same thing. Actors, so-called black actors, the same thing. Say they with the so-called black females with male snow bunnies as well. Because I heard about Peaches, from the singing duo. Was it Peaches? It's Pieces and Herb. I think that's the duo, the duo. Okay, it's taking a long time. Because like I just said, I'm gonna read an article like 10:30. And the Kufi. I didn't know about the Kufi. Um the I thought it'd be perfectly fine. It'd be perfectly fine of him not wearing the kufi. Then find out because the Godfather had talked about how the real Rock didn't want to put on the kufi, and I thought he was okay without it. Find out um that he want to keep his distance from his so-called blackness. Wow. Already heard about his beef with his father, Rocky Johnson. And Rocky Johnson is almost like my skin complexion, you know? Mm-hmm. He's just random people. Nothing but jobbers and bronies, you know? I gotta start over because I messed up. Okay. Dang, it's acting kind of. Hold on. It needs to be larger. Hold on. I can do this. I can make it 100. I have to like adjust it. Just I have to zoom it to 100. Okay. I got it all together, you know? I don't know what that is. Nothing but corners of bronies. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Why this phone is acting up? Is this frozen? Hold on. Stop hiding and come outside. Hold on. Just give me like a few minutes. Okay. I took the battery out on my second phone. Okay. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Hold on. Let me see. I'm back. Okay. After I read the article, we're going to get to the videos. How many? It depends. And I don't know. It's possibility going to be an hour stream. 10:30. I will read each article, but it will be a 30 time limit. Okay. Each article, all right, of the combination of a 30 time, a 30-minute time limit, not a 30 time limit, a 30-minute time limit. Okay. The time limit is 30. Let's go. 30-minute time limit. I gotta remember. Bonus, bonus. Behind the bars, walls around me, there is a escape. Only one solution. I to use this constant thinking of mine. Open my third eye. Why? my brother testify. And then we're gonna read the article.
As your IT manager, I choose which platform we use for virtual meetings. It will prompt you to download a
He once said, you gotta forgive your enemies. So he forgave JR, but JR always been a racist. That's him and his kind's nature. Come on. Dick Murdoch was part of the Ku Klux Klan. And Rocky Johnson, the real Rock's father, had a big issue with him. You know why? Because Dick Murdoch is a heaviest racist of all racism. I will say the same thing about Stone Cold Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Jerry the King Lawler, uh, Jim Cornette, Vince Russo, and I did said about Vince Russo and Jim Cornette. Um, the Jarrett family, Jerry and Jarrett. I mean Jerry and Jeff. Excuse me. The Packer Jim Ross on claimed that he told Dvon Dudley he didn't like the color of his skin. See, I got 1 minute. Dvon Dudley offers more specifics about Jim Ross' alleged racist and poor self. I think we're gonna get to Dvon. Dvon Dudley alleged extremely drunk Jim Ross admitted that he has a problem with him being black. Which one I'm gonna read? Dvon Dudley reiterates multiple instances of racist comments by Jim Ross. Dvon Dudley has maintained his stand that he was the recipient of racial remarks by Jim Ross at WWE. During a chat with Maven Hoffman on Devon's YouTube channel, released on Wednesday, he repeated claims of multiple racist remarks made by the former talent relations head at WWE. Devon had previously mentioned these incidents in a pair of interviews with Hoffman and on the Devon and Duke broadcast. Um, hold on. Okay. Dvon made one claim of being with Bubba Ray Dudley at an event at WWF New York and speaking with Ross in a private room. Let me just say that again. speaking with Ross in a private room. And the story Ross was commenting on how the two fared since joining WWE. You guys are fitting in really good here. I like you boys. Dvon, I'm not too sure. The verdict's still out on him. JR, this is not your first time being racist towards Dvon. You did it to so-called blacks, okay? And you use Ernie Ladd like a freaking tool. Cracker. Oh, good old Cracker. Cracker Sooners. Boom, sagalaka. Good God, it's the Cracker. I like you boys. Dvon, I'm not too sure. The first that I own him. I'm not too sure how I feel about this particularly. Bubba Leslie responded stating that Dvon is a hard worker and doesn't give the company any problems. Ross Leslie said, well, I get that. That's all good. He's just dropped that he's black. I don't know. That's my hate. Dvon continued to describe Bubba defending him to Rawls and felt if he struck Rawls, they will be fired. If he spoke up, this is in mainstream Hollywood. WWE ain't the only company in mainstream. If you're a so-called black and you have the right to stand up for yourself and speak your own mind, you will never get that big opportunity. And they will like stab you in the back and say stuff that's not true. But you stood up to your own ground. You put your foot down. They don't like that. And I said this a couple of times that they don't like so-called black masculinity because they can't take that because it's unbeatable and it's undefeated. They can't take that well. I'm talking about them outsiders. If he loses his job, he also said that Ross was very drunk. Yeah, I heard about that while I was watching Devon's recent video with Maven. To what was it? Yeah, that was today slurring his words, but that were you drunk, the truth comes out. Yes. Angry people, um people that's drunk and how they freaking feel. Maven did say that when he was talking to Dvon. He continued with the second incident previously mentioned occurring in Minneapolis. You 99 or 2000, you saying crap like this? That's Devon's words, where he was seated with Bubba Wade, Paul Heyman, Spike Dudley, and Tommy Jr. and Cameron. He alleges that Ross stopped by their table and said hello to everyone except for Devon. Heyman called out the slight by saying, "What do you think you don't want to say hello to Devon? What's wrong with Devon? What? Because he's black?" And that's Raw response. You damn right because he's black. I remember R-Truth. It was an interview in the 2000s. I think it was the early 2000s. And he said that wrestling is a white man's sport. Bruce Prichard, um, the other cracker, it's not Bruce Wayne. It's gonna get back. I think it was it uh Tom Prichard or the Cracker's brother, Bruce Prichard. And he just racist as hell, according from R-Truth, and R-Truth gets dim with it. And oh yeah, that's right. And he can get even stronger than he was before. And I already said this already on the edition of Raw's Grilling JR broadcast released on December 25th that they're the December 25th, that's the pagan holiday, you know, Christmas that I used to celebrate because the Nimrod, the Solidaria, uh, the feast, and also Satanism. That's so absurd. It's not even. It doesn't merit a response. I like Dvon. I like him. I hired him, Bubba. I thought we did a good job, book them, and they made money. They were put in situations where they couldn't do the things that they do best. I always respected his work. I love the Dudley tag team, so I it took me totally off guard. I never say that Dvon Dudley. How would he cause her up? That I guess got to my taste. Ross is scheduled to make an appearance on AEW programming for tonight's Dynamite at Tulsa, Oklahoma. Go Sooners. Barbecue sauce. They all barbecue sauce. They all racist barbecue. I don't like to be around with color folks. I don't like them because of the color of their skin. Something about them I don't like. I remember something. It was that something he hired Brock, and I know that he didn't want to hire something, but that was because him and Brock was a tag team, and they were in the University of Minnesota together. Because Shelton Benjamin is 2 years older than that cracker Brock Lesnar, who don't want to put so-called black people over. He did it to The Rock, and see The Rock as a so-called black man. I'm telling you facts. Go Sooners. And this is going to be the second. Jim Ross open to meeting Dvon Dudley privately, refused to turn the weekend into contact. On the latest episode of Grilling JR broadcast, Jim Ross addressed on the ongoing public exchange between him and Dvon Dudley regarding all allegations of past race. So come on, JR. You don't like us because we have this strong subconscious mind. We got the third eye. We are the gods, the scoots, if I got it correctly. You'll like us because we too dominate and y'all cannot handle, and we will beat y'all in and everything, including sports. Come on. Y'all can't handle, but y'all got these analytic DNAs within y'all. I ain't being racist here, because y'all are not the same as us, okay? You may come from us because y'all have our blood, okay? Because you've been like this, okay? You was born to be like this. I ain't born to be like this, okay? I'm not being racist here, okay? Co-host Conrad Thompson noted that he had received text messages from Maven Hoffman, who usually appeared in a video with Dvon. Just at the concert first, he asked if Ross would be willing to do a video with Dvon. Clear at the Thomas suggests that a private meeting might be more appropriate than a public spectacular. I was about to say spectacular. Spectacular. Dang, I can't even get it right. Ross stated he is willing to meet Dvon, but drew a line at filming the interaction for content. No problem, cause I'm happy to do it. I'm just not going to put it on tape and make it a TV show out of it. Ross said, "I'm not interested And I'm not interested in reconnecting with Dvon because I like Dvon. I had no problem connecting with Dvon at a call show. Ross rated his confusion regarding the origins of the allegations, stating that he does not recall any negative interactions with Dvon during their time in WWE. Yes, you did. The trials and tribulations that Dvon had to go through, and he wasn't good enough. This is you, and this is your good old boys, or he's not good enough because of the color of his skin. I don't know about him because he is a color man, and something about him that he is nothing. He's gonna cause y'all to be down here on the car. Y'all gonna be held back because of him. I don't know. You gotta drop him because of the color of his skin. And we're gonna get into that. I didn't forget. I don't remember the first clause I had for Dvon. Raw said the Bolsherist one was Bubba, right? But not the better. I never had he had no problem disrespecting himself, but Dvon thing, I never got mad at him. I be wonder how could this happen? Because like I say, I don't remember any negative exchanges with. Oh, yes, you did. Yeah, it was you. Yeah, it was definitely you because you can't stand us. We unstoppable, even though we have problems. Then the problem with the good old boys is you don't want a so-called black man to be the face of the WWE. I think AEW is doing the exact same thing because to the WCWT and they used to do that, and there's a possibility ring of honor. And what why I allegedly share, I would damn sure but negative. Rawls concluded by dismissing the idea of holding on to a grudge. I have said this all along. I don't have any room in my carry on for negativity at this stage of my life, Rawls says, I'm not packing it. So if somebody looking for that, look elsewhere. You've been that way. Come on. You kind of been that way. Michael Cole is one as well as what I had heard. Because JR, Stone Cold going and their kind did not open the doors for us. And when you in these Caucasian mainstream organizations, you will not have protection unless you sold your own people out. Come on, man. And the next article, Deion Dudley on if Vince McMahon was ever racist backstage, and Maven and Devon think that Vince McMahon ain't racist. Triple H, well, it was a race. Race wasn't an issue. It wasn't um the color of my skin. It's just that I wasn't good enough in the ring, and I worked my ass off and still get criticized. Don't you see? Devon Dudley said he never had issues with the most WWE top executives over racial Issues include Vince McMahon, Michael Hayes, Triple H, and more. Michael Hayes, Vince McMahon, Triple H, they've been racist. Okay, we so-called blacks dealt with all types of racial outsiders that can't stand us. Come on, they could be friendly, but they still under the covers. Okay. Dvon puts back in a new video on Jen Ross denying ever saying anything racist towards hell. And it's kind of funny that, oh, you forgive the man. Well, I don't win a $10 hat. Boomer Sooners. Go Sooners. See? Did not ever say anything racist toward him. But in the same video, he shot down of a spectacular that other executives had done similar things. They've been doing this. And you don't see many so-called black former wrestlers never had those top positions as the executives. I'm telling you what I know. Dudley spoke in a video about people assuming that he had been talking about McMahon, Hayes, Triple H, John Era, or Pat. Oh yeah, Pat Patterson. Let me tell you about Pat Patterson. Pat Patterson didn't open the doors for Darren Young. Darren Young never had been in a WWE main event. Never was the contender for the WWE championship. He never was, but he was a contender when he was with Bob Backlund doing the let's make Darren Young great again gimmick. It did not last that long. The contender that Darren Young had for the WWE title was the Intercontinental title against The Miz. Darren Young only have one title in WWE, which is the tag team titles, with titles nailed one time. Kind of like similar to Orlando Jordan, but the complete opposite. The WWE United States Championship. Just that one title. JTG and Shaq Gas proposed to win the WWE Tag Team Championships, but due to some backstage politics, and it was racism involved. Come on. They do this. He denied each name has haven't been people he had issues with over race, and you can see highlights below. Come on, man. And it's so funny. I'm gonna be off topic. It's funny because Pat Patterson and Terry Garvin didn't get fired, but Mel Phillips did because Mel Phillips was a liability. But the way I see it is that Pat Patterson and Terry Garvin are the liabilities and so of their kind. It was race. Okay? They've been doing this. Terry Garvin quit. He did not get fired. The reason why they did not fire Pat Patterson and Terry Garvin because if you're white, you're right. You see? So race and color has something to do with it. Mel Phillips wasn't no highest liability. Okay, he did some weird things. Okay, but Pat and Terry Garvin did more weird things than Mel Phillips. You have to understand them. You gotta understand how Esau, Edomite, and Yakubians operate. Okay, it's no hate speech. Okay, Pat Patterson was doing some butt breaking. Ask Brickhouse Brow. I'm not going to get any details because it's sensitive. You know. Okay, I still got time. Perfect timing on not having issues with other accessories. When I said this before, your channel go over. People thought I was talking about Michael Hayes. They thought I was talking about Fitz, John Laurinaitis, Triple H, or even Pat Patterson. Everybody throw a name. Come on, man. They did the same thing. Okay, they Booker Triple H uh mocking Mark Henry doing that racist dance. Come on. John Laurinaitis, racist as heck. He did anything for the so-called black people. Fitz McMahon, get up, my nigga. He he did so racist egos. Come on now. And you remember what Ahmed Johnson used to say? He said that Fitz McMahon is not ready to have a black champion. Come on. Triple H said, I don't see color. I see green. And not only green, you also see white as well. Because y'all got white privilege. Okay. Okay. Throwing names and it has nothing to do with those interference. Come on, Dvon. Come on. I seen so-called black wrestlers doing this. Because they don't want to mess with what they freaking got. Okay. And you can't make them change their minds. You have to understand. We're in Hollywood the same thing. I'm going down with that. I'm going down the line here. Michael Hayes helped me as a producer. Michael Hayes briefly guided me as a. Michael Hayes used to say to Mark Henry, he's more nigger than him. Oh yeah. Even with the main events, he had his own stuff. Michael was there for me. Triple H was the one that gave me my job as a producer. Triple H was the one that basically said, hey, listen, we want to offer you a producer's job. What do you think? And I was there for me. He looked Hunter all out for me. Godfather had said, well, Hunter is a cool guy. On Fitz McMahon allegation of WWE being racist. As far as Fitz goes, I never had an issue with him with race whatsoever. And you hear stories all the time about WWE being racist. They've been racist. I already know. And I don't know why I keep continue watching the product. Because it's very entertaining, but it can be racist as well. Or what you have amongst Latinos or black people. Black people get it the worst. We dealt with this with these stereotypical racist gimmicks. Come on now. Fitz had pulled Maven aside about the good old boys and how they do things to so-called black people and how we get treated. Even Junk JYD, Ernie Ladd, New Jack, come on. And Ernie Ladd was shucking and jiving. Booker T is not defending his own people. Oh, that's right. He gotta get that paycheck. Stevie Ray is the total opposite. Even Max had talk about this. Shout out to him. I just watched his live stream today. And he's part of the fraternity, and I will challenge him on that real soon. Even though I have a lot of stuff going on. And these are some of the fans because their favorites ain't being pushed or being used the way they feel they should. It gotta be a racist problem. Come on, Dvon. You seen that. You see and my God, we all seen this. Me working behind the scenes, I realized it had nothing to do with race. Come on, man. You was kissing up to them. Come on. You are true. Oh, come on, Maven. Come on. Y'all marry the Caucasian women. Y'all marry the snow bunnies. It's something that happens, y'all. Y'all family, y'all natural biological families ain't gonna receive anything. It's gonna go to them. Come on, Shad New Jack. Come on. The canoe's gonna be bright. Come on. Me working my I realize it had nothing to do yeah, I already read it. It has nothing to do with person getting over and making it. Come on, man. Jordan Miles even talking about WWE holds black people back. Come on now. When he um he went all about that that racist T-shirt because me and my kind had discussed about the lookalike Mr. Purple Jeans racist characters and how they used to put blackface and paint their lips red. Come on, man. We talked about this before back in 2019. Wow, you're freaking better than that. Come on. Then Hulk Hogan opened the doors for me. Yeah, I discussed that. Oh, he don't see Hulk Hogan being a racist. He don't see Terry Bollea as a racist. But Hulk Hogan did not push you to become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Come on. He pushed Bubba. And yeah, Bubba without Dvon, it wouldn't be the Dudley Boys. JR said Dvon well Dvon I never had a problem with him, but he didn't have the same success that Bubba has. Dvon was being held back. WWE and TNA. They pushed Bubba TNA and book him probably than Dvon. I'm dead serious. Bubba was the freaking star. And Dvon is smarter than Barbara. And Bubba and JBL got similarities. I would say the same thing about Ron Simmons. Ron Simmons is smarter than JBL. Come on. Now, I'm done with the 3 articles that I read.
Experience or you ever experienced racism? In ECW, I did not experience. I experienced it in WWE. I don't really want to go and say any names because I feel say names. Say names. Well, I'm just gonna say it like this. I didn't wear a 10-gallon hat or anything. Tuners. But when a person comes up to you and tells you that they don't like you because of the color of your skin, and you're sitting up there going, "Wow, really? When 1999, 2000, and you're still coming to me and saying crap like this?"
It was saying crap like this. They will do that. And I already said this already. And Barbara is not us. And I remember Dvon was about to go at her, but Bubba called him down. Like Dvon can't speak his freaking mind. They always do this, and they don't like it. They teach us how to stand up for us or how to defend yourself. They teach us, but once you in that racist corporate world, whoa, they will not tolerate of you putting your foot down. That's how the real world is. Come on. They always do it. That's why we don't have no laws to protect on us so-called black people. They don't have laws for so-called black people to protect us. And we don't have no hate crime bill, you know. But them other races, yeah, they got it. But they hate crime bills and their reparations is far different, but it's not even greater. No, it's not. Because he said he never had experienced racism in ECW, but when he never experienced racism when he got the ECW, but when he got into WWF before it was WWE, yes. Was it racism in ECW? It's a possibility because Paul Heyman never told Dvon who the true Israelites are.
The catering, hello Paul, hello Dreamer, hello Spike and Bubba, and doesn't acknowledge me at all. Check me out. So Paul Heyman goes, "What? You don't see Dvon there? What's wrong? What? You don't like him because he's black?" And this person said, "You're damn right I don't like him because he's black. You're damn." Hello Paul, hello
Right,
Dreamer,
I don't
hello
like him
Spike
because
and
he's
Bubba,
black.
and doesn't acknowledge me at all. Left me out. So Paul Heyman goes, "What? You don't see Dvon there? What's wrong? What? You don't like him because he's black?" And this person said, "You're damn right I don't like him because he's black." Yeah, that's right, exactly. Again, a name we would know. Oh, absolutely. And from that point on, that person that said that, I was disrespectful, but disrespectful in a way where it wouldn't get me in trouble. He comes up and said, "Hey, Dvon, how you doing?" I go, in front of people, I go, "Why you saying hi to me?" He goes, "What do you mean, why am I saying hi to you?" I said, "Hello to everybody." I said, "But you know you
Yeah,
don't like me."
check
Of course
him.
I like
That was JR.
Stop. Come on now. This is the first time you ever really said hi to me. I think I know why. It has something to do with that skin color.
And he denied it, JR.
Just white as a ghost. And he was just like, "Why would you say that? I would never do that." I said, "You're lying." I said, "And you know you are. Would you like me to point out a couple of incidents that happened between you and I?" And he walked away. Every time this person would approach me, I would pretty much bring that up to him. Every time. Bring it up to him. Never let him forget. Never let him forget how he made you feel. Even to this day. I feel an individual, and I feel sorry for him to a degree, but I think God got him before I did. He started a rumor that George Bush doesn't like black people.
Yeah, Dawson Crossbones.
Dvon Dudley reveals he faced racist comments from a top WWE official, but won't name names.
No, I didn't experience it when we were together because of the fact that when we got together, we were in ECW. In ECW, I did not experience it. I experienced it in WWE. I experienced it with certain top officials who I don't really
That already has their name.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't wear a 10-gallon hat or anything, but my point was, when a person, but when a person comes up to you,
Yeah, look at Bubba's face.
they don't like you because of the color of your skin. You're sitting up there
Because
going,
Bubba was there.
2000, and you're still coming to me and saying crap like this. There were certain people in that organization in that time that felt that I should not have said anything, who had power to basically bury me just because I might have stood up for what I felt was right.
Dvon
I need to find the last video, and after that, I'm out. I wasn't good enough to trials and tribulations. No, it's two. It's two more. Cause the last one will be with all truth. Is this it?
When I had my breast cancer diagnosis, I was really concerned about what was going to happen with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Fan of it at all at first.
Yep, that's
the
it.
trials and tribulations that I went through, getting to where I got to, it was hard. Yes, I dealt with racism.
And I did a duet on this.
People not thinking I was good enough or what have you. And when you have those elements against you, you kind of feel out of place, kind of feel more than slated, and you kind of feel worthless. Especially when you have top officials that tell you, I don't like you because you're black. Oh yeah, I don't want to say the name, but yeah, there was somebody in WWE that said that to me. And again, I'm not saying this, I'm not saying any names. And this person, if he ever reads this or sees this article, I'll be able to tell him personally, yeah, it was you.
Yeah, it was you, JR.
I'm not the one to pull the race card, and I never planned on doing that. I never told Vince about it.
But you marry a Caucasian girl and have kids by her. The kid, he has I think, hold on, before I play our truths, because Bonnie's name is Taylor Hughes, and he has 2 daughters with her. Because a wise brother has said, and I think it was Dr. Umar Johnson, once you marry that Snow Bonnie, you marry to her family. Yeah, man. Oh, my brother, testify. He's gonna learn the hard way. It's not gonna be the easy. It's gonna be the hard way. It's gonna be some regrets. Dvon is 53 years old, but he still got time on his freaking hands. Okay. Gonna go to our truth. And I remember that they went out to a bar. It was, I know it was Maven, John McCoachman, Dvon, he was there, and Rosie. Was it 4? Oh, Hurricane was there. I heard Hurricane's name got brought up. and they went out to a bar because I'm going to make this short. They went out to a bar and he said what's up to Jonathan Coachman, and the female cracker didn't like that because she wasn't being acknowledged by Dvon. And this was in England. And I heard about they was at the stand at a particular line or something like that. And I already know she had a lot of issues that the female cracker that Jonathan Coachman was talking to, and how she say everything. You already know that female cracker is racist because once Dvon poured the beer on her, she said the N with the hard ER, screaming. You already know how these Caucasian females are. You already know that they worse than Caucasian men. They are not like so-called black women at all. Because she wasn't being acknowledged, she kind of felt disrespected. You already know that she had a lot going on. You gotta study these Caucasian women. You have to. I already dealt with this before with my friend's mother because my mother told me how funny she was, and I knew that she don't want so-called black men welcome to her home, even though it's her grandma. I mean, his grandma, which is his mother, she probably be like that as well. And and she does that to me and my homies. I remember saying this before, and she gets all timid, moving all funny and stuff. You have to study them. Then you know that I try to say, I did say hello, hey, how you doing? Most of them don't speak back. It, then they can be picky. They more pickier than our own women, but they different of what's so-called black men they want. Even a brother has said he's a Metro bus driver and said, and also not him, uh, homeboys as well. One in particular, they want him, the homeboy. They want a black man that's rich. The brother, the Metro bus driver, said they want a so-called black man. Excuse me, so-called black man that is corporate. They want a corporate so-called black man. Through mutual friends and meet with a mutual friend and things like that. They don't want a so-called black man that's a low level like myself. Okay? They don't want no Pookie and Wayway so-called black man. They want a so-called black man that's corporate and has freaking money. And they fantasize it. And they also use us as freaking tools because I got cousins and an uncle, and they gotta be cautious because the clan, the battle pulley clan, the brown clan, not gonna get anything. You already know how racist and deception when it comes to so-called black people marry outside of race of the funds. They already put this in the sign. Okay, they've been doing this since they start creating laws and stuff, including them laws that's racial bias. Mm-hmm. Even that loving, what is it, Virginia versus loving laws? Yeah, is deep. I talk about interracial marriage before and how sinful, because I didn't even know myself. So yeah, let's play the video. Mm-hmm.
You know, Jim Ross and Bruce Pritchard were the only two guys in this sport that ever told me that wrestling is still a white man's sport. Really?
Well, I did say that, but in my mind, in a spiritual sense, that wrestling, I said this before, I said this a couple of times, wrestling is really created by a so-called black man. I strongly believe that. Because they did not create wrestling out of their own minds. It wasn't even fresh for them to create on their own. There's no way. They had to take it out from our culture. Wrestling has to be part of a so-called black man's culture before it was a sport. Because the modern wrestling is a white man's sport, yeah. But the original wrestling, the origins had to come from so-called black man, kind of like martial arts. Come on, you gotta open up your third eye, my melanin beings, the Nubian nation.
Yes. How did they even bring that up in conversation to you? Well, Jim brought up in conversation when I was going to sign the developmental contract with him. It was like,
And at that time, it was Memphis Championship Wrestling. I think that was the same Memphis territory that JYD and Fishra and Sir Mo attended.
well, you know, wrestling's still pretty much a white man's sport, you know.
Well,
like with any great.
well, already somebody had said, but they start off from scratch or didn't create anything fresh about it. I would say the exact same thing with Marvel or DC and etc.
Team, you got a basketball team with all white guys. You got a Michael Jordan on the team.
Basketball, so-called black man. You know, everything created is a so-called black man. Not only him, is also a so-called black woman as well.
Michael Jordan's going to stand out. So we want you to be out with Michael Jordan at WWF. Ah, shit.
And they dropped the ball.
You stand up real good, Jim. Yeah, I like that. Why do you think he even brought that up to you? Probably racist here. What was the reaction when like?
Yeah, racist as hell.
You're sitting in Jim Ross's office and he says something like that to you.
My honest reaction is like, it's weird to see.
It's weird. Wow. And you still in the company, and I still watch the company. Wow. If you didn't marry that Caucasian Snow Buddy or True, you'd be much stronger than you are today. If you did not marry that Caucasian lady. Because if you did marry a so-called black woman, already Sevi has said your mind will be stronger than ever. And you probably won't be in the WWE longer for the no. You probably won't come back to WWE for the second time. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to prove a point. You know, you probably won't. If you did made a return for the second time, you probably gonna deal the same thing with Fisher was dealing with. It could be a third time as well, but it ain't gonna be longer, extended.
Like somebody that's working for a company that's made such like waves and elevated wrestling and sports entertainment to its speed.
Elevated wrestling and sports entertainment to its speed.
To have somebody in that corporation to speak like that.
In that corporation, yeah. Speak like that. You gotta speak their Caucasian language. You know. So yeah, that's about it. The next, I don't know. I don't know yet. I want to see what I can do. So I'm about to get out of here. Proud of the people. Hashtag for the culture. Let me play my outro music.